Are you freaked out by the thought of having parasites in your gut? My staff and I were talking today, and one of them was totally freaked out even at the thought of having parasites. She's like, ew, ew, ew. Oh, what if I have parasites? What can I take to get rid of them? Just give me it. And I was like, well, what if you don't even have any? And she's like, I don't care. I just want to take something. And that's funny because it's just funny. But did you know that humans co-evolved with parasites and worms? So it's actually normal on some level to have worms and parasites in our gut in a balance with other microbes to exhibit optimal health. In fact, studies have even shown that a lack of parasites could contribute to increased risk for asthma and allergy type responses. I'm Dr. John Bartemus, and I'm putting the pieces together to help you live a life at optimal. There's a great book called The Epidemic of Absence that digs into the impact of the hygiene hypothesis. And the hygiene hypothesis is one that says perhaps the increase in autoimmune disease and allergies and chronic disease that we're seeing in society over the last 30 to 50 years is related to the increase in our focus on being so hygienic and so sterile and so clean and antimicrobial with all of our soaps and shampoos and hand washes and all of that. The book digs into the research looking at people who grow up on farms and have more pets and animals have decreased risk of allergy and asthma. And the thought is because they're exposed to more antigens as their immune system's developing, so they're more tolerant to their environment. Whereas kids who grew up in a hygiene hypothesis believing sterile kind of urban environment where they're always using antibacterial soaps and being super clean, their immune system is growing up in a sterile environment. It's not as exposed to as many different antigens, and these people are more prone to allergies and asthmas and atopic reactions. And the premise of the book is the writer has an autoimmune disease, and he found that people have been going to other countries and purposely taking parasites or infecting themselves with parasites to heal their allergies, autoimmune diseases, etc. So what is the benefit of this? Well, the purpose is to say that all parasites aren't bad, just like all bacteria aren't bad. Humans have co-evolved with parasites and worms and with bacteria and fungus and viruses, etc. So on some level, there's normal amounts of these microbes in our bodies, and having them allows us to have an optimally functioning immune system and optimal health. Not having them or having too many of them could lead to disease. So a couple examples in the research of parasites that are beneficial. Well, the human hookworm has been shown to potentially decrease asthma. The parasite Enterobius vermicularis, which causes itchy bum, has been shown to decrease allergic rhinitis. So allergies in the nose, runny nose, that sort of thing. And then Schistosoma mansoni has been related to people with that parasitic infection have milder cases of asthma compared to people who don't. So there are immune modulatory effects of having commensal parasites and worms in our system. And there's been studies showing that not having them may promote allergy, may promote autoimmunity. So the question again goes down to who's the person in front of us? What's the current state of their immune system? What are all the other comorbid factors? And that helps us understand, hey, is the parasite found on testing in this person a bad thing to have, or is it a commensal or a friendly thing that will actually help this person do better with their chronic illness? So to understand this for yourself, working with a functionally minded practitioner that understands these things can help test and see what's there and also interpret what's found in the context of your whole clinical picture.